Hey everybody, this is great. Sorry about the way it looks. Well, it's a bit cloudy, so it might be a bit dark. But I'm on my way to the nature preserve where I'm going to sit and do some videos. And I wanted to just talk about, kind of, I need a channel. This channel I don't use that much if I put it on the right one. And, channels for all of these different kinds of thoughts I have about, over the years about what I've seen on different social media platforms and such, and just opinions, views, nothing that I'm no expert. I am no expert, or I'm no voice of authority on it, just what I've seen. Okay, now I'm a social and behavioral scientist. It's a different thing in comparison to what I'm going to talk about. Well, in this one, squirrel, I'm afraid that squirrel was going to run in front of me. But in this one, I'm going to talk about these things on YouTube that you can do called premieres. Now, I've known about them since they first came out. I think I was one that was it came on mine early before they started mentioning it. All the gurus years ago. How many years ago was it? I don't even know. And I tried it before, but it depended on which channel. I have so many channels. Some of them I've used for trying out, or lately, past, I don't know how many, maybe a year or so, I've had other channels that I've used to try to do these little stories I've been doing, and it's been a mess in my head. I think I just needed something to occupy my mind, really, to just occupy my mind during all this, 2020 and 2021. And I would take them, put the videos up, take them down, put them on a different channel, turn them around, because I was more like trying to find which one's a good channel, and then finding things like new channel, forget it, or trying to revive a channel, forget it. Even with subscribers, like reviving one that I basically had used one time. One short period of time, but it had several subscribers for the amount of time I used it. But okay, I thought I'd come down to the Nature Preserve Park for some shade, so my camera doesn't get hot. It's right now it's 71 degrees, and the sun's out. Yeah, we were supposed to have storms for the past couple of days, and then today, and then 2 more days, I think. And depending on when I get this video put up, this one is actually done on December 16th, 2021. But my goodness, this year has flown by. Anyway, what I want to talk about in this one is those premieres, like I said. Now, I did them way back then. In fact, one of them that I remember, and I was thinking about when I was coming down here, was, I don't know how many, it was around Christmas time, I think. Few years ago, I don't know how many years ago, on my original channel, which I had, August 21st was 7 years. I hardly ever used that one either. Really. And I haven't hardly used that one since the first year I started using it. But every once in a while I put something up on it. But like I said, lately I've been focusing more on these stories. Well, they wouldn't take off. They wouldn't, I'm talking about, I could put up video after video of these with topics that, at least a keyword here and there, that I've done in the past, and nothing, no views. One of them doesn't have any subscribers, no subscribers. Yeah, I'm like, how is that? No subscribers. But really, most of them, for the longest there, most of them on various channels now, different kinds of channels. New to one of them I found that I found on an index card was from 2015. Seriously. And any of them I try to revive or new or whatever. For the majority, I would say like 97%. There's a number. 97% did not get any views. The videos I put up, none. This has been over months. And I could do them different times of the day, different days of the week, different lengths, different genre, different styles. Not me like this, not me talking, not even talking. And nobody would know who I am. They could have been on PowerPoint. They could have been like this. No views. I was wondering, you know, apparently you have to already be or just me. It's just what happens to me, that I would need to be an influencer already and have people who are going to already watch them. I don't know. I'm just saying what's for me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but what my experience has been was that. And then anyway, I thought about these premieres. There was a time or two, you know, and I did, like I said, boy, I got all off track. Why this place reminds me of that was years ago. I remember one particular premiere that I did, and it was about Christmas stuff. And some people joined and they did the chat thing, and I think I was here in the back part of it, and there was a noise, and I said that was a really, in the video, when I took the video, I said that was a really loud cricket. Well, two of them in there said, no, that wasn't a cricket, that was a rattlesnake. They both have farms, okay? And I was like, yeah, because then I could really hear it. You know, when you're doing videos, maybe you're not hearing the exact, I just remember it was very loud cricket sound, and that's what I said in the video. Wasn't even thinking of a possibility of rattlesnakes, but apparently so. Yeah, because when I heard it again on video, I said, yeah, man, it does sound like a rattlesnake. And so I remember that. But I had tried them. That, like I said, it was years ago, right when it was first started and all that. But I've been thinking about every once in a while doing them again. Also thought about, you know, like at the end of them, you like to upload them, then download them and put them on my computer. Put some, at the end of them, put some PowerPoint slides to make the videos last longer. So if people want to chat, they could do that longer than just my videos. Sometimes they're like 10 minutes. And, you know, I know it's hard to get into a chat whenever it's only a few minutes, you know, like 10 minutes. So, and I had, you know, back then on that channel, I would have people. But in other channels that are new, nobody knows, will there ever be anybody? And that has happened to me when there was nobody showed up for a premiere. So, but this was a while back. So anyway, I'm going to try them again. Okay. So anyway, where was I? But, yeah, I did these premieres, you know, in the past. And off and on I have done them. So, I should put it that way. But recently, I was so involved in writing these stories, I'm telling you. I would write, some of them were already written over years, mainly since, you know, actually I can't even say mainly, over years. And I was making videos of the rough drafts and, you know, rough draft recordings. Some of them were really rough drafts. And, you know, they helped me because I would make mistakes, and I would, you know, it would help me clarify what I wanted and how the things should go. I had really bad, really, it was very strange to me. I kept getting years wrong, or, you know, like how many years was it since something happened, or how old they are, and how many years would it have had to be. And even though I would sometimes sit there and calculate it out, those I would get right, but then sometimes I would still say like 25 years when I meant to say more like 35 years. Okay. I don't know, but so that would help me. And then I go back, and when I would upload them, you know, some people think upload means that you publish them. No, I would upload them and publish them later on, and it could be like a year later. And I would remember pieces of the story, and I said, oh, I forgot all about that. Even though I've also have them written, and I could go check, but that's a lot to go check on. You see? And anyway, so I was focusing on that, and not focusing on like my other channels where I have things that, you know, certain topics like toxic people, just sum up toxic people, and you know, the narcissistic, the histrionic, the dysfunctional families, you know, these things. I wasn't really paying that much attention to those. And I would do a video every once, throw it up, throw it up there, make it public. But I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't going for a long time. I'm talking maybe more, 2 or 3 years or something. Maybe more. Yeah. And so anyway, last night, I think maybe some the day before, but mainly or recently, last night I started saying, wait a minute. And I really took a really good look. And I said, man, these topics, they're like, you have your few ones that make a whole lot of videos, and they make a whole lot, get a good amount of views. Sorry about that. I had a coughing, sneezing, allergy attack. Anytime I go out, I have that. Anyway, but they don't have a whole lot of views in comparison to what I remember that they used to. And it's just like a few. And overall, it's like all the views are down on those topics, way, way down. It could be because it's the holiday season, that's happened. But when I thought about it, every once in a while I would check, and maybe it's just been going down for the past couple of years. During this time that I've been occupied with other things. Because some of those videos have those topics too. But, yeah, it's like these topics are kind of dead. And I looked up other topics that I have done videos because they're part of stories, like dissociative identity disorder, part of stories, persecutory delusions, part of stories. Would search them and everything. And everyone that I searched, they had hardly any views. But I searched mainly for that day, for one day or for a week, sometimes more. But it just seemed like, wow, these subjects. But like I said, could be holidays, could be. And but anyway, so and while I was doing it, I noticed that and I've noticed a different topic that's totally different. That I have a channel that I have mainly videos about that, and it's about delivery services and these kinds of things. And I have some of my characters run businesses or in delivery services too. Okay, and some of them are in construction. I have a whole lot of characters, 200 or so, and a whole lot of videos. I made 200 or so. Yeah, over this time, probably more than, I'd say 200 or more on both. And so some of them are like construction, or some that are in construction because of the county and all that. So I've looked up different types, different title, different search words, I guess, and those just seem to be down too. But delivery, I don't know if they're down or not. I don't know how many they usually get or anything like that. But I did notice, many of them do, and I've noticed this over probably a year or so on this delivery service, probably more than a year or more, because I was doing videos about delivery services. I was having so much trouble with them during 2020 and 2021. And so I noticed, all the videos, and many of them do premieres. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I've been thinking about it, so I think I'm gonna do some. In fact, I've already scheduled one for today, even. But they're on different channels, and that's what's kind of funny. But I do wonder. I don't know how they work all together. Like if a person goes and searches a keyword for today or for this week or for, like if I schedule one today, but I schedule the date that it's going to come up and premiere will be days later. How does that work? Would it show up in search that this is going to be that? All around, how does it work? And there's also that thing of more than one of my channels has it where I could do those polls. And I think I tried 2, maybe just 1, maybe it was 2 on 2, my original 2 channels. And Not very many answers. And those bother me. Anytime somebody uses that community tab or whatever it is, it bothers me because I'm one that goes through my, I keep saying today. What is it with today? I keep going through that. The way I do it is to look at, subscriptions. And it shows who updated last and that kind of thing. I go through that, the feed, I guess you'd call it. And when there's that one, somebody's always putting something on their community tab, and it shows up, pops up, and you can't delete them. You cannot delete them to get them to hide them or anything. Not delete them, but hide them. That's annoying to me. I don't want that one person or that two people to always be there. You see what I'm saying? It's just annoying to me. And I just don't like the way that, like, all of a sudden they'll start playing. And I believe I've learned, that somebody does it and they're just flipping through really slow, and they do that. That can cause, the person's, view count and watch time and all that. There was some guru had mentioned something about it too, and I had noticed it. And, people who, if they just keep doing that, that can cause a person problems, and they can also might even cause them problems, from what I understand. I could be wrong, that their channel would get deleted for trolling. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, it just depends on, I guess, on how they do it. I don't know. I don't know. So, but I don't particularly like listening. I used to like listening to these gurus to see what they say and see if it would work, how it would work with mine. And it was all a bunch of crap. Anything that I saw was a bunch of crap. It never helped. No matter how I did the videos. Like I said, I've done all these stories on different ways, different channels, different times, different days, different lengths, different, really, seriously, different genres, different styles, all that. Oh, man. Nah, nothing. Barely. Anyway, so as far as these premieres, I've noticed people do these premieres, and I can understand that it gives other people a chance to know when are you going to be doing your video, when is your video going to, show, and the only thing the people can chat on it too. Okay, I like that idea because I've been online since 1990, and I used to love chat. Oh man, that was the thing back then. I was one of those people that we did our telnetting, the telnet through one of those computers from one house to wherever anybody else lived. Really before what you know as the World Wide Web. And so chatting was a thing, online chatting and stuff, yeah. And so I like that idea. But also, you have people who are trolls. And, people who have been doing the live streams and stuff, they often have, moderators and such who can grab them fast and all that. Now, I have actually done live streams in the past. And, I would do them with this other woman quite often. Not always. She and I used to do them. And I would have to, watch for the people who just get on there and just flood it, or I think they can't do that spam, or just be rude, hateful, mean, whatever. And if you don't have moderators, it can be a mess. But anyway, I'm going to try this with the premieres with all these channels. I mean, that's a lot of channels. It's a lot of videos I've already done, and nothing on them. That is what's strange. And then sharing them on other social media, like Facebook or Twitter or other ones, the amount of time people watch them is so low, it messes up the average view time and all. And I mean, you can get views this way, but hey, they're like a quarter to a third, to a third of the video it's going to drop it. Yeah, how bad is that? I don't know. I'm not a guru, and I'm not a tipster. I'm not any of those types, but I want to try it, and I want to try to see if that, try the premiere to see if that makes a difference. The only thing is to keep myself, I've already have sticky notes, a couple of sticky notes, to keep myself there and say, hey, you know, I need to be there for these premieres. But anyway, I don't know how they work as far as showing up. If somebody's, now I do know how it works. I'm pretty sure. I don't know enough about them. But, you know, on somebody's feed, it'll show up. I don't know if it keeps it on top or what. I don't know. And, but I also don't know if when it goes to search, like search the key term, is that one going to show up? How much before the actual time, or what? Will it show up on that? I believe they do show up before the time that they're supposed to be premiered, but I don't know how much time. So, and how all that works. And my videos used to be high up there on, like if I did a search for narcissistic, my videos, you know, I have it that day and make it public that day. They used to be high up there on that one channel, my second channel, and from years ago, used to be, but I stopped using it. So, you know. Okay. Anyway, I'll see how that all works out, and you know, like I said, I needed one channel where I put all these kinds of videos that, you know, about things that I've been experiencing with over the years, and not just like this, but some of them like this, but some of them are just like all the, you know, good, bad, and ugly. What I've seen. They're not just, like I said, not just on YouTube. So, plus I still have some stories I've got for this channel that I'm going to schedule out and try that out. But like I said, these are more than one channel. These are several channels. Some of them, like when I first started 7 years ago, trying to teach people how do you get a new channel underneath the channel, you know, under that one name, that one channel name, and you know, I was just trying to show them how to do it. And I had this channel, then I, you know, could use it, and then a couple of them I tried new because my first two were having problems, and then those aren't new, and you know, along this line. But anyway, I'm wrapping this up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.